So today I wanted to talk to you about turning your weaknesses into liquid gold. Turning your weaknesses into liquid gold. So what I found is, myself included, and I've got a little story around that, is that too often we're so critical on ourselves as women, and we look at our weaknesses or what we perceive as weaknesses, and we either speak critically to ourselves, or we blame ourselves, or we're not kind and gentle to ourselves, and we just think, oh, we have this, we have this, we have that. But how can you actually turn it around? So this video is how can we actually turn it around, and I'm going to highlight that through an interesting story that comes from me. So basically, I've always seen a huge weakness of mine is being very, multi-passionate. Very multi-passionate, and I constantly have ideas. Often, my whole life, often can't sleep that much at night. It's not because of worry, it's not because of anxiety, it's because I'm literally popping of ideas. And anyone in my vicinity who's around, I think about them and always thinking about them and matching them up to solve their problems or finding solutions for them. So my mind's always going, and I'm like, this is such a weakness, because I'm always thinking, I can't sleep and I can't stick with one thing. So in my online business career, I have ran a e-commerce store for about a year that I really enjoyed, except for the fact that it was drop shipping plastic stuff from China, and my customers weren't very soulful people. They were materialistic people, because it was printing on clothing and merchandise, kind of targeting niche type of people. It would be army wives and different things. I was just following a program, what they told me to do, right? And I'm like, okay, I'll try that, but it really didn't align with me. And then I went into blogging, so I went really deep into blogging and SEO, did that, affiliate marketing for a while, and just all these different things that I perceive as a weakness, because why do I keep, because I would be successful really in any of them if you would stick to it, but I'm like, nah, had enough of this now. I want to try something new, I've got this new idea or this new shiny thing. However, how do you turn that around is what we're talking about now. So recently, which was just such a relief for me, so that's what I wanted to speak to you about, is in a podcast, they said, if you're this type of person that I just described, they're like, have you ever thought that you could be an ideas generator? Hence the term that I've put here, an idea doula, right? And I was like, and then I didn't realize other people out there don't have ideas like popcorn. I had literally no idea. And so I thought everyone was like this. And then I realized, oh my gosh, what I think is a weakness is actually a talent, is actually a gift, is actually something that I can use to help people and serve people. So that just went off in my mind, and I was like, wow. So it was such a liberation to have a realization that what I perceived as a weakness was actually a strength. So my question to you is, what is something that you perceive as a weakness, and how can you switch it around? I believe that there is definitely a different perspective to this. So something that you have that you can flip around and turn that into basically a strength or liquid gold. So that's, if you do have anything, pop it into the comments, hopefully, if they're not showing. I would love to help you with my ideas and think about it. Okay, and so the problem though is that you're always, when you're thinking about your weaknesses, it's kind of stopping you from moving forward and holding you back, right? And so the challenge is to kind of get past that and have something that's really, if we bring it back to business, we think of how we can really align things for you. And so, for example, with the ideas and the multiple perspectives that I have, which another thing that I thought was a waste is I've lived in about 52 different countries and speak 4 different languages. And I'm like, now I'm into marketing. How is that even useful? You know, that past life experience of traveling around and helping people in all these different countries. And I'm like, oh, you know, I'm 40 something, and I'm thinking, oh, and now I've realized, oh my gosh, because I have lived in tons of countries and seen multiple perspectives and kind of look into people, I've realized, wow, now when people come to me for work, when they come to work with me, I'm able to really see things from different angles that other people aren't who teach one method. So if people are teaching, you know, you go straight into getting your leads through a webinar funnel, an application funnel, or just a website, or going into Facebook groups and DMing people, like they've just got one, this is what you have to do, that's what's going to work, this is 100% the way that's going to work. And then you're like, oh, okay, they're really confident, and you're like, yeah, that sounds great, I'm going to do that. But then in actual effect, like, what if you're an introvert? Like, what if you don't really like that? Or maybe you can do it, but it doesn't feel good for you. Like, what gives you energy? Like, I love people, so I love interacting with people, you know, engaging, which I want to really schedule these out to have more people come on the same time when I randomly decide to go on, because I love talking to people. Whereas other people, they get their energy from being with themselves and like little bits of people, and then they kind of recuperate and they think how to help people. So a different way will work for them, a different way. So it's about aligning things up, that what feels good for you, what works for you, what makes you, you know, what makes it fun, because we get too serious when it comes to business, whereas really it's a place, you know, to have fun. If you're not having fun in your own business, then like, why did you start it again? I know there's other reasons, but we should have fun in our businesses. This is when we create our lives and our dreams and have everything come, you know, like we can be creative, where we can manage everything. So it's all about having fun and sharing and serving and giving and having all of that support. So I hope that has helped you think about, firstly, how you can turn something you perceive, turn something that you think is a weakness, like flip it around to be actually, maybe that's your USP, like unique selling proposition, or maybe that's your that unique thing to stand out in front of everybody is actually, at the moment, it could be something you've got totally back behind you haven't even thought about. So let's think about that. Give it time to come up. Thinking. Did it come? Have you got it? Okay, and then flip it. Think that could actually be your biggest strength. Okay, that thing. Number one. And if you're watching this now or the replay, if you would like to book a call where I can break it down and look at things from different angles, look at your marketing and your plan and your strategy, digital marketing, and think about what's going to align, what's going to work. You know, how does this feel for you? Does that feel like the best way forward? Because there are a lot of different ways that you can grow online, a lot of different strategies, and you're going to be successful when it feels good, when you feel energized, when you know, love to wake up, you love to get and connect, you love to, you know, meet these people, serve these people, have clients, and when you're serving and having impact, you're getting income. So that's when you're serving, making an impact, you're getting an income as well. It's just an exchange of energy. So you want to do that from that full place. Okay, so I hope I hope that's useful. Hope that's helped you. And if you want to chat, go to 𝗪𝗏𝒾𝑒_biz. That's 𝗪𝗏𝒾𝒃𝒃. And thank you so much. I really just hope it's helped you. I hope it's helped someone who's been like self-hating on themselves with something, or you know, not liking something. I hope it's helped you, if that's how you've been feeling, to think about it and flip it around into a way that's actually gonna be, you know, your strength. Thank you once again. Can't wait to talk to you in person, and have a beautiful evening or day. Okay.